Alright, so since I don't really have any other games to play, Monster Train it'll be for the foreseeable future, and since I don't really have any seeds, enough seeds to like consistently get there, I'll probably just... Ooh, this looks promising. Only 2 wins. It's my favorite chief. Let's do it. I was gonna say though, I'll go back to just normal runs if I can't find seeds, but I'll always give preference to the seeds. Alright, Welder Helper, Echo Snare, Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon's great. Welder Helper's fine. Especially, you know, honestly, I could technically just make a Corruptor run with, well, let's say I can get Multi-Strike and like, maybe Health or Quick. I could actually just do a no banner unit run, most likely with Welder Helper, so we'll see here. Ooh, always high. I've seen him around. We go Artie first? No, let's go. Okay, never mind. We're doing Decayer, so I mean, it's still great. It's actually arguably even better. Could still do a no banner unit run. Bog Slime for sure. Definitely taking the Horde. Drop Cage could turn Hidden Passage into a good answer to Patient, but probably not that good otherwise. We most likely want to play bottom with Decayer. Impsicle, maybe. It could be a downside. I gotta say though, out of all of these, it's definitely not Center Salve. There's not a single Scourge on board. Impsicle or Drop Cage? Impsicle is a guaranteed value. It's just like, there are times where if I can't like play the unit out, that it's definitely a downside, and there's probably not that much upside with it given that I'm Decayer. And I already have like kind of an answer for Decayer, really. I mean, I could go endless Welder Helper. Theoretically, I could potentially just not add another card to my deck. We could make that. The problem is, like, if I do that, I should take the Center Salve. I don't know if I want to put myself through that. If it weren't Patient, I'd be more open to it. I just don't know that I can do that against Patient. I probably can't. I'd have to be rallying quite a lot. And taking hits. Like, I think I'd rather just take the Drop Cage. Just have an answer for Patient. Potentially. I mean, potentially this doesn't do anything for me, but we'll see. Unit drafts aren't that important with Decayer, honestly, but yeah, I mean, 15, hardest boss, Shroop is pretty tough. It's not necessarily... We probably can take it. I could probably just go mid, I'm thinking. If I bottom deck the Welder Helpers, that's the worst case scenario, but if I go mid, I should be able to take out a potentially giant dude before it gets to me. So let's try it. Alright, we don't even have to deal with that giant dude, so that's good. That makes me potentially just want to go bottom then. Especially since I'm starting with all of these pink cards. I think we'll do that. Can eventually Soul Siphon one of these other floors. Right. Both Welder Helpers, nice. Do that. Might not have much pink coming up though. Oh, that's fine though. We got so much. Do this. Probably should have just put the Welder Helpers in front now that I think about it, but whatever. Got him. don't want to transfer. We don't want to proc. Power of Knowledge is pink. It's a glorified torch. In fact, it's arguably not as good as torch because it costs more and needs something consumed first. Gotta remember I have Bog Slime too, so I probably will not be removing these Echo Snares. They're essentially pink and contribute to the game plan quite nicely. I don't know, this is just a pretty bad card. I think we can do better. Interesting. Such an automatic fledgling most of the time, but I don't really need to scale our units with Decayer is the thing. And I have this hidden passage with the drop cage. It just be nice if it was pink, but I don't know. Just locking this in is pretty good, I think. We can also overstack a floor mid potentially. So I could intrinsic this if I'm so fortunate to do that. 4 temples, it looks like. I think I take the passage. Okay, we do not want an egg. We don't want an Alpha Fiend. Maybe we want a Rail Beater. I don't even know that we do. I should probably take it just to help with the early game. I don't think Decayer's always so good in the early game, depending. It is good in the early game. It's just not. There's times I've busted out with it early. So we're going to the Merchant of Steel, I think. I don't know. I mean, it's like I want either the units I'm looking for are Steelworker and Keeper of Echoes. Those are the units I'm looking for. Rail Beater could be an okay essence, just the 30 armor to like either of them, though I think if I find a Steelworker, I just self-infuse it. Keeper might be nice. It's the one exception, by the way, where I will run 1 Keeper. I usually say I want to run 2, but with Decayer, I'm fine just running 1, because I do need the double draw upgrade. Granted, I can still run 2. I can overstack, but yeah, it's all just contextual, I guess. I'm gonna be sad if I just straight up skip this Rail Beater. And am I going left or right? Like a Shard Soul Carver could work too. Doesn't really fit, but we can overstack. Or just go on a different floor. I think I'm going Steel though. I think we're okay going Endless Welder Helper and no banner units. Let's try it. Alright, quick. That's no good. We got money though, so we can reroll. What's the other stuff? Health. Ooh. Damn. Oh, am I really gonna skip a deranged brute? I think I am. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. I mean, why not just stick to the plan? We know how to derange. Like, let's just, yeah, this is better. I'm really looking for like health and endless. Health is fine. So, probably just self-infuse that. I take the money anyway. For self-infusing, that's going to be 25 against a big damage. We're either self-infusing or I put the thing into a keeper. I would rather have a keeper with the thing, I guess. Then again, though, I just put 50 health into this thing. I mean, I doubt there's any world I'm going left here. Just go to the right. I can still take a keeper. And just live with the fact that I give up 100 Or whatever, 50 health or whatever. We got options. I don't think I'll take the gold though. Okay, I'm definitely doing a 25 shardy at the next thing, most likely. Spike should be fine. Right, we're starting with both of them, so I think we're good to do this. This guy's probably just gonna die. I could save that for later, though. This fight is so short, I'm probably not gonna... we can save it. See, this is where Decatur really struggles. It's like, this is why I say early game, it can be pretty rough. It's like, yeah, you can go bottom or mid, but, you know, I only got one pink card here. It's not the greatest. Maybe we can do that at least. We'll be fine, luckily, because this guy is just really not that hard, but yeah. Alright. So this run, there's obviously a lot of ways you could go with it, though. I could have just done Fledgling Imp, and Brute would have been fine. We'll take a pink Echo Snare for sure. I think taking a pink Welder Helper is probably not that good at this point, because we're just going with the Steelworker, and that should be... probably good enough. So probably skip here. Gosh, it feels so bad to skip these. I'm really dedicated to making Decatur be the centerpiece here. -2. Yeah, these are not happening. I could have technically put the Steelworker into the egg, but it's just not even, it's not even better. You know, I have to lose a bunch of echoes, and then I get the same effect anyway. So, unless I got a better Hellvent, I'm just going to self-infuse this right now. I almost never take this event anymore. It's like... we're probably going to the right here anyhow. We do have to give up a steal, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't even know if this is necessarily the best, but whatever, we're gonna go with it. Could have waited a little bit, but I guess I'm just a little anxious. Nothing to purge. All my spells are what I like. It's the other stuff I need to purge. I need to purge the units out. For this fight, we may want to go top, I think. Yeah. Just too much damage coming in at the bottom. This is another great example, by the way, of why I need to keep my health, because we might leak. When we go top, we're more prone to leaks. For sure we are. Alright, let's do that while we can. Debating like how much I want to focus on the boss versus these waves. Still have the Echo Snares coming up, so I think we can do this. Well, Echo Snare there. Now the question is, do we think we're beating the boss? I sure hope we are. I think we'll have a pretty good chance to have mainly pink cards come up. I don't know that I want to bring her up right now. Yeah, I don't think we will. I could bring you up. Looks like we got it there. It's always a little risky to have like basically no offensive scaling whatsoever on your units, but you gotta trust in your ability for Decayer to get it done. This is why I do like Corruptor though, by the way. It's like I like Corruptor better because I have to go all pink, right, with this. And I can't even, I mean, I wouldn't take this with Corruptor most likely anyway, but like for this, for example, it's just, yeah, I can't take a Perfect Insanity. It's just, there are fights where I have to go top, and those especially, it will be felt of like, I just can't lose 6 echoes. It's just not worth it when I'm reaping the floor like that. God, I have to imagine those 70k scores at 1 though. We're doing Deranged Brute, Last Stand, Fledgling Imp shenanigans. Wormkin Etchings might be worth it. I have 3 Echo Snares. The Soul Siphon is probably not something I necessarily want back though. But it's not the end of the world if it does come back. It still gets me an Echo. I think I will actually take this. There's just, yeah, nothing I'm going to take there. We always take those. Should probably look into getting some cost reductions too at some point. Give me 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that. Should have just used my pause function, but I didn't. So, to the right. We literally have no reason to even hit steals at this point. Polyloader or Decayed Decoy. Decoys, they're both really good. Decoy. Done Echo. I think we're good into Stealth Boss from simply just applying Reap. Should be fine. We're setting up bottom, so none of this should really be all that scary. We could just do that. Could have also waited on it for the boss. That's something we could have done as well, but didn't seem entirely necessary. Can never drain this turn, it's fine. Save that if I need it for the future, I think. That's right, he Ember drains me. Well, that sucks. Definitely need to get some cost reductions going, but we should be fine. I may just have to let these Scourges hit me, though. So it's doing 92. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to let that shit happen. Ironically, what is normally the easiest boss was by far the hardest boss we could have faced here. But it's all good, we get through it. 20 damage of Scourges. I doubt Drag Strips will be useful at all for us. I would probably take a Soul Crushing Guilt. It's pink and the presence of it might mean I can just get rid of this hidden passage. I mean, honestly, even the pink Soul Crushing Guilt, you know, even beats the non-pink hidden passage, I think. So we'll see. Probably don't need any of that. Maybe an Inflame, but it's pretty expensive. We're better off just not having expensive cards that don't do much. Now this is a bit of a dilemma. The only cards I really need to remove at this point are, well, I do need to remove the 4 units, and probably the Hidden Passage. And I'll hit that Vortex, but that's probably the only one. So I could pay for 3 removals. I really do need like some cost reductions, I think. Plus there's a Herzl Horde and a Pyre Health. I think we gotta go over here. -2 intrinsic. Probably will intrinsic the guilt, maybe. I'm thinking most turns I should be able to to work with that. I think surge stunning these is great. That's a double inspire. Removing consume is not really good, especially with the bog thing. We kind of broke there, but it's probably some of the only times I'm happy to see surge down for sure. I had a Hellpact. A little bit of upside. The other thing is just a non-artifact at this point. I will intrinsic this. I'm just gonna get rid of the passage. Do I get rid of the passage right now? I think so. It really is awkward with Reaper. It was only taken as like a thing for patient. I have 65 shards. I'll go to 80 there. I just need 20. Just trying to think if there's anything else I should do. Like I could. I guess I could have -2 the. Or I could -2 the Morn Connections, but I don't know. It's just it's a bit much. I'm a little bit worried about the bosses coming up. If I had that much trouble with the last one. So, yeah, I think I mean, I could keep this if I want to if I want to stack Steelworkers. I just don't think I do. I think when I have this Soul Crushing Guild, it's just a much better card. I still need some money coming up, but at the same time, I do really want to get this deck looking better. We can live with that for now, I think. I should have actually probably thought about permafrosting the Soul Crushing Guild as a bit of a mistake. Armor is the best trial we could have got here, and money is great. Not necessarily the boss I want to see, though, but you know what? It's probably fine. It's probably actually the lifesteal boss that I don't want to see. Okay, we should have enough here. I think we still do want to go bottom. And yeah, we can go pretty much all in on all this. Look at that Soul Siphon. Bottom decked it. That'll work. This is why I go bottom, though. It's like, had I not gone bottom, I wouldn't be getting these kills. We may want to hold these, I'm thinking. Could do. I love how even though I like thin out all of that shit, it manages to get me a dead weight in 2 of the fucking units on this turn. It's just fucking disgusting, man. This is why I really don't think Decayer is even close to as good as fucking, what do you call it? We're probably gonna lose now, because I only got 2 fucking Inspires in. We're definitely gonna fucking lose, probably. I don't know, we'll see. Looks like we'll eke it out here, but Jesus fucking Christ. Probably would have lost against the lifesteal boss. Pretty shit fucking job done, Echo. Pretty shit fucking job. You'd think Soul Cripple would be good, but it just isn't. It just isn't. Return Soul would have been better if I still had the... whatchamacallit. I don't think we take it, though. Yeah. Pretty fucking bad Decayer run, honestly. This would have been such better just going on the Rage. And I think that's maybe another thing. It's like, it's rare that I would toss Corruptor. I feel like there are runs where I would toss Reaper, realistically. Like, this would have just been better had I not gone all in on Reaper, but I guess it's fine. We'll go left here and just cry if that's a good artifact. Double stack. Spell chain. We might be doing a spell chain for sure. That's a really good one to have. Okay, we can get rid of a unit this way. And we could also self-infuse. I mean, I'm just thinking about my shards. I can get 15 there. That'll bring me to 80. I could spell chain here, or I could just simply self-infuse to remove. Or I could do both. I don't know what this... I guess the spell chain would just be a fracture. Which, I don't know. Maybe that's not even necessarily worth it. Whereas I could just get... I mean, I already have the Vortex, so do I really need to spend 25 to remove when really I'm getting that one removed already, and I can just remove the 2 Welder Hoppers. I think perhaps I won't. I think I will spell chain then. It's pretty good. We can spell chain a fracture. And still gotta get some cost reductions in. Plus 10, probably not worth my gold. Double stack. I think a double stack there is pretty good. Better than permafrost, I think. Just hope the patient doesn't start mid. Even if he does, it's not the end of the world. I wonder if like removing the consume on that is worth it. I don't know if it is. It's nice to get the bog slime proc out of it. Alright, this should not be a hard fight. Okay. This is not necessarily the best of draw orders, but it's fine. Don't think we'll be playing the Soul Crushing Guild though. Do need to get damage over time with this guy. Get as much reap as possible. Alright, we should have very good amounts of stuff. Be better on a different turn, I think, but whatever. It'd be better if I had those all coming in. He's down here, but this is fine. The Soul Siphon there is great. Could maybe go for a flying kill. Let me think. Should be able to get it, yeah. We'll just naturally die here. Gotta give him everything we got, though. Alright, light flying kill. That's nice. So we have the first health pact. I could definitely take the spike here, probably. Or we could take another pink Wormkin etchings, which is actually pretty enticing too. I mean, with the bog slime, I can kind of, yeah, I think a second Wormkin etchings. I was even thinking of Helvin. I should really get the, I should have got the cost down on that. I should have -2'd it when I had the chance. We might still get a chance here. 420. Saw it briefly. Damn. Well, I think we could just spell chain another one of these is fine. And the fact that those are 2 does suck, but what are you gonna do? I could also just not take this Hellvent, go to the right. The removals are pretty useless for me, but they might not be. We'll see. Definitely getting rid of these though. And It's an iffy Hellvent, honestly. I think I will have in it. God, I wish I'd gotten the cost down, though. I mean, I guess this deck doesn't really benefit that much from a Karuska. It only has the 1 card, so, like, maybe I don't need to take this Divine Horde, honestly. A Steel Worker thing would be nice. Like, I could actually just Hellvent this. It does suck that it's intrinsic, though, to be Hellvented. Because honestly, this is a big part of my survivability, probably. Considering, you know, this has been great, but on Divinity, it's not going to be enough. Even on Patient, it might not be enough. Considering everything I have to use. I think I am going to Hellvent it, though. And just really hope that it works out. So at 100 now, I don't have to take any more shards if I don't want to. Then honestly, I probably don't. We should take this money, I think. Trying to think if I should go top on this fight. These hitting the pyres, not the greatest. I was hoping to maybe just start with an echo, one of my 3 echo snares. And then maybe that would have just made life easier, but no such luck. I think we'll go top then. Really iffy though. Should have done that first. Let's kill some of these before they get to me. Let's kill both of them before they get to me. Probably should have actually. I really do need to kill that light wing. Oh, that Ember Drain is just fucking brutal. And it's another problem that if I just had Corruptor with like a quick unit, I wouldn't really have to deal with. Really bad draw. Fucking hell. And we'll take some damage because of it. I don't know. We might just lose this. This could not have gone much worse. And I'm only doing 30 damage, so like these don't even... Alright, I'm gonna reload it, try to go bottom. But yeah, that is disappointing. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. I even might just drop Decay to A. It's good, but it's not great. It's not on the level of S. It's definitely not a Corruptor. We have to do this. I just can't be getting the Jackstrips doesn't even like prevent a lot of this damage either. Man. All right. Fuck you, boss. Forgotten Trade should be good. Branding right is expensive, but it might be okay. Heck, I don't think so though. I can't add more expensive shit to the deck. So really, like, not much. As I said, even with a Dun Echo, like, on top of needing stuff that's pink, it just needs to be completely cheap. So, like, I don't know. I feel like you are just really limited in the design space of your deck with Decayer compared to Corruptor. Mandibles should be probably taken. Cheater's Hand would be good. Then I could actually hold the stuff for when I need it. I probably will take that Horde now that I think about it. So if I can get a Lightstone casing, a holdover would be great on one of my things. Karuska over base charge, I think. I don't know if I want to hold over on any of this, honestly. Doesn't really make sense. I think getting these down in cost is really all I need to do now. Surge Stone is fine. The other one down. Now I can play them a little more willy-nilly. Searchstoning quite a lot of these, but I think it's fine. We're not setting up like a chain of whatevers. I don't think I'll take this then. I'm only really looking for Railhammer at that point. Get rid of that torch. That fracture then. We should be pretty good at this point. Of course he fucking starts middle. Whatever. We'll probably want to go top on this fight, I'm thinking. I don't know though. 22. Yeah, then I get Ember drained. I think I'll go bottom still. So we can just double hit this guy. Do this here. Jack strips will take care of that guy, so it actually is okay that we have jack strips there. Sucks that our steelworker's dying. This is why it's risky to go bottom. Well, let's just really fuck up patient then, I guess. As good as we can. Try to make it so we don't have to last much longer. And I don't know, we might be dead. Maybe I should have added an extra 10 to these. We'll be able to kill him. We're gonna just go real hard here, I guess. Yeah, we got him. Pretty worried for Divinity, though. Pretty fucking worried. Maybe I should have just... I don't know if this Steelworker was the right call. I thought with the double dazed cards, I mean, maybe removing the hidden passage was probably questionable. May have to go top here. I think we do. That's fine. It's a tough thing that I'm not inspiring on my floor, which is obviously not good, because how am I gonna beat Divinity? Guess if we just stack a bunch of dazed on it, I don't know, I'm doing 30 damage. Try to put some more damage here. I can set this up that I'm always getting etchings back, so I think I should. Oops. Oh. Definitely want to get some damage in here. 5, so we'll do this first. I think we can kill Divinity then. We're doing a lot of damage. I should just focus on killing Divinity at this point. You just not play that one. Five here. Go for the jugular here, maybe? I think so. Still a little bit under. Had I done some of those other turns a little more focused on the top, then I probably would have had it there. This should be it, though. This should be the W. Alright. Well, I had the one reload on ring 7, which sucked, but what are you gonna do? Just think the Decayer runs are so much more narrow than Corruptor, but it is what it is. Still, it obviously is very powerful. So definitely not the 70k. I have to imagine the people getting 70k just went rage. We'll see though, soon enough. Maybe not. Maybe they just set up an infinite then. Perfect Insanity holdover. Formkin etchings with Broken Memories spell chained. Yeah, that's definitely an infinite. Maybe I should have just took that Broken Memories back at that other point. So this is just an infinite. This is also an infinite. Okay, well I stand corrected. Reaper Chief with infinite was the top scores. I mean, yeah, Broken Memories. Granted, you do have to hit Spell Chain on it for it to really work, but it definitely worked out here. I forget what it was up against. I think it was up against the Soul Crushing Guilt, wasn't it? Which is probably the only reason I would have taken it over it. But yeah, it's fine. I do think though that if Spell Chain wasn't found, that definitely the Soul Crushing Guilt would have been better. And there's me. Always High. See, Always High went with the with this route. Granted, I don't really see any reason to take Infector, but oddly enough, it would be better in this run. Still though, I guess you're not going to beat an infinite. I think this run would have been a lot smoother than mine, though. Just simply having a derange brute with the armor and endless. I mean, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even use Spine Chief. I would imagine that they maybe didn't. I would just run. I would have ran 2 of these probably with the Fledgling Imps. Just run 2 of them on the floor, and then you got that on holdover. Like, you're not losing anything at that point. And yeah, they got the Soul Crushing Guild. I like this deck quite a lot. Wow, there's a Gurg's Good too, apparently. That must have been in the Divine Horde. Yeah, that'd have been in the Divine Horde then. Obviously, it wouldn't have mattered for us, but that's just It's funny because now with that you don't need the second deranged route. Then you're really fine just running them on a floor. It is curious, so I guess it's still like fine because it's the Spine Chief is a triple striker. You're getting like one pip upgrade. You're able to play the imp with them together. Like this is just really strong. I would have enjoyed that run a lot more than mine. So the Kraz, this is the problem with Decayer. It's like you kind of got locked into. Maybe, I mean, 255 shards is also just pretty reckless, but I mean, with this, I would go 255 shards with this. This is just really strong. So it still has the Gurg's Goad, Branded Warrior Infusion. Probably just unnecessary, I would think. I like the Rail Beater Infusion more. I probably would want a Steelworker Infusion, but I think they were up against each other, so that just wouldn't be possible. But yeah, I think Brand of Warrior maybe is just unnecessary. Wonder how it died. It had to have died in Relentless if it's 82% damage done. That's weird that this dies to Relentless, but yeah, I guess it does. But yeah, Reap Chief, I just have to imagine Reap Chief probably didn't get him much here. Although he's playing it looks like he's playing it on the floor with him, which is questionable, I think. And then you also didn't take any draw upgrades, so like the consistency is like, yeah, this holdover card is just hitting that. This is essentially a holdover, so like you're drawing 3 cards a turn. It's not great for consistency. Rail Beater with Quick. I don't know what's going on with this Demon Fiend. Yeah, it's just a little all over the place. It's the problem with Decayer. It's like if you pick a Decayer, you're either going to go with Decayer and make it work, or you're not really. It is an okay throwaway champ, I will say, though. You know, you can just throw it bottom, just do a few Inspires, and that'll at least kill a few Blackliners and do some tank damage, and then he'll die, and then you focus on your main floor. I definitely do that sometimes with Reaper. Just kind of more of the same. It's like Steelworker's just not a unit you want to put large stone on. And you got like Alpha Fiend, double Kinesis Carapace. It's just, we're getting to the Wonkville. Always interesting to see, though, right? It's like you kind of see stuff that just doesn't end up working. Whereas this one's just going pretty hard into shards at 75 there with not a whole lot for it. I mean, honestly, why? They skipped on one fledgling imp by my estimation here, because there was 2 fledglings offered, so they took the pink welder helper. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my opinion if you're going to take the deranged brute. And then yeah, they died ring 1. That's just Infector though. This is why I'm like, if I'm not starting with extract cards, what am I even getting out of Infector early? Not much, just a decently statted unit. It's basically Penumbra. It's like an Architect Penumbra that has more health but doesn't give pip. Anyway though, that's this one. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time.